Now joining me on the Rich Eisen Show, Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line is the leader in receiving yards entering week number 9, a 6-time Pro Bowler from the Miami Dolphins. It is Tyreek Hill. Is this a cheetah on the phone line right now?
Yes, sir. This is the cheetah on the phone line.
Okay.
What's up, man?
How are you? This is the leopard. This is the leopard.
Leopard?
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I feel spry. I feel fast. I feel like
Nice.
quick twitch,
Nice,
right
man.
now.
You feeling fast today?
Oh, every day.
Ate your Wheaties?
Here's the deal. I wake up this way, just like you. I feel it.
You got to feel it. See, that's the biggest thing. A lot of people don't know. You got to wake up and you got to feel it. You got to believe it.
Do you feel that on a Sunday? You wake up, I feel fast today? Is that how you wake up on a Sunday?
Hey, I feel it every day, man. It runs through my veins.
When did you know that you were faster than most? When was that first time where you're like, okay, I'm faster than that guy? Oh, wait a minute, I'm faster than everybody. When did that first hit you, Tyreek Hill?
You know what, man? Like, when I was a little kid, man, like, I hear, like, a lot of stories of, like, pro athletes telling stories of them chasing rabbits and stuff. But for me, like, when, like, me and like, a group of my friends, like, we used to go, like, to the playground. And, like, on the way to the playground, we had to walk, by certain houses with owners who had dogs. You know what I'm saying? But the dogs were loose.
Okay.
So they would always send me to go first. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I could easily outrun the dogs and, like, get the dogs tired.
Come on.
So, like, that way everybody else can have, like, an easy, way to the playground. So that's how I knew I was the fastest then. You know what I'm saying?
So, what if the dogs? What if it was there like a one dog shading over the top of another dog to help? Did you notice that when you were going down? Like, did they shade to your side of the street when you were running?
Look,
did you notice that?
My mom always told me, when you're in front of something, you never look behind you. It's just like the scary movie. You don't look back. You don't look back. You just keep going to your destination.
I love that phrase. What a phrase. So what's going on with you this year, Tyreek Hill, where you are leading the league in receiving in a new offense? How does this offense suit you, Tyreek?
Well, man, just for me, man, just being in this league like a long time, just understanding, what I need to do for exactly this team and, how I fit in personality-wise, my skill set, and just who I am as a player, man. I feel like Mike, man. I feel like me and Mike, man, and Tua, like it was meant to be. I feel like everything happens for a reason. So God, he put me in a position, to have to make a decision to come to Miami, and everything is working, man. So, I mean, my playing style, it suits Tua, really well. He can throw the deep ball really well. He can throw the ball very accurately to me on the intermediate short passes. So coming here, man, it was a no-brainer. So I'm glad I made that decision, and everything is paying off right now, man. So shout out to God, Team God, man.
And I had Andrew Hawkins, former NFL player, in studio a couple like last month, and he told a story of when he was in Cleveland and Mike McDaniel was the receiver coach, and how McDaniel would tell him about a certain way to get off the line, and that if he did it when at a certain time, he would not see anybody being able to cover him. Now, obviously, you've got the speed already, and combined with this sort of knowledge, I would imagine, would make you even better, and we're seeing it right now. Do you have an example of Mike McDaniel telling you something that you didn't already know that you're using this year to play as well as you're playing, Tyreek Hill?
I feel like with Mike, man, me and Mike's relationship, Coach Mike relationship is great. I feel like he understands, like I said, he understands who I am, and he understands that, like, I'm like a guy. Like, sometimes I get out there and, like, all I do is just, like, I just play football at the end of the day. It may not be the prettiest thing, but what I will say is he does allow me to do certain things that this offense usually doesn't allow in the past. So all I do is just play ball, and, I think me having, Coach Wes Welker, who was a great player in this league, a long time, also helps me, holding me accountable every day, making sure that I show up every day with the same mentality, that I want to get better. You know, I want to try to like lead this game as one of the best receivers who's ever played this game. You know, so I think having those two guys on my head every day, even though it sucks, you know, it helps me a lot.
What do you mean?
You know, so like I said, man, I'm very thankful.
What do you mean it sucks? What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
You know, because like, man, like we all human and we all go through it, man. Like some days you just be like, you know what, I am tired. You know, like I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling good. But then when I come into work, it's like Wes is like 10. I see it. Like I need you today. I need that energy today. And it's like, bro, like leave me alone. Like I just want to be me. But like I need that. Like I feel like sometimes we all need that sometimes just to keep us going. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be a motivation to somebody else. And you know, I need that leadership, or I need that accountability. You know, out of West to hold me accountable. So and Coach McDaniels too. So I really appreciate it.
Tyreek Hill here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's talk about your quarterback, because when Mike McDaniel said he's one of the most accurate throwers he's ever seen, you chimed in saying that he was elite, if I'm not mistaken, and compared him to your previous quarterback in Mahomes. There was a lot of flack given. So you want to pound the table for him and what you're seeing right now out of Tua?
Yeah, man. A lot of people call me crazy, man. Like a lot of people call me like a lot of names, you know, during this offseason. You know, when I went, you know, on my podcast, it needed to be said and said, hey, yo, this guy is definitely one of the most accurate quarterbacks I ever played with, if not the most accurate quarterback I've ever played with. And a lot of people took that as I said that he's the best quarterback I played with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's two different things. You know, like when I look at Tua, you know, the amount of things that he's been through in his career, you know, like, it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, situations aren't fair, but for him to be able to, like, hold his head up, you know, continue to, like, want to get better, continue to, you know, want to progress his game, and in many areas that people say he's weak in, you know, shows what kind of guy he is, you know, outside of football. Like, he's so resilient, he's so humble, you know, and to me, man, I feel like he's having an MVP type year, you know, minus the games he missed. Like, just imagine the games, if he would have played those 3 games, you know, what we could have been or what his stats would have been. But it's football, man. Things happen for a reason, you know, so we all live and we learn.
Personally, Tyreek Hill, if I can give my 2 cents, and I have from this chair on my show here, Tua is too humble. He needs to speak with his chest more. I love the salty Tua. I like him coming yesterday when somebody asked him how he's improved or what he can work on. And he's like, I think we've got the deep ball down, huh? Right? Like, and he just looked at everybody in the crowd like, yeah, right? I got the deep ball, right? And then he goes, yeah, that's a subtle dig. And I'm like, no, don't call it a subtle dig. Just say it and leave it on the table. Like, let's get more salt there. What do you think?
Hey, that's the thing about Tua. If you get to really know Tua, man, I tell him all the time, man, drop your nuts sometime, man. But hey, I get it. Hey, I get it, man. Like, he's the face of this organization, man, and people know it, you know. So, like he still got to build his way up to that, and I like it, man. I love him being humble, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to put it. I'm like saying a little more salt, and he needs more salt in his diet. You know what I mean? Like, salty. Just say it. Just say it. I love it. Right?
Gotta let them things drop.
Yes, just speak it. I like it into existence. I love it. So, what do you think? You've clearly been to the mountaintop. Do you think this team's got Super Bowl threads in it right here? Do you think this is a Super Bowl team, Tyreek Hill? You know what that looks like. What do you think?
I mean, obviously I do, man. But you know, one thing I learned about being in this league, man, like, this league will, like, humble you real quick, man. So all we can do is just take it, you know, 1 week at a time. You know, continue to get better on the offensive side, the defensive side, special teams, and as a whole team, man, and, like, truly, you know, find out, you know, who we are moving forward. You know, I feel like there have been several weeks, you know, where offensively, you know, we've been putting drives together, you know, but we haven't fully capitalized. You know, last week was a starting point of, you know, who we can be, you know, but there are several things that we can fix moving forward. So, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, growing with this team, you know, becoming even more of a leader for this team. And I'm very excited, man, about the future.
And obviously, if the defense can get off the field and put you back on it, that's helpful. And you know that better than most, obviously. We couldn't help but notice when Bradley Chubb got acquired, you took to Twitter and simply popped on there, am I reading this right? right? That's
Oh, yeah. Because at first I was confused. I'm like, dang, so we really did sign Bradley Chubb because to me, bro, it seemed like Twitter know all the. It's like it seemed like Twitter know all the information before it actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
It's like it was like several speculations that Bradley Chubb is gonna sign, and I'm like, bro, how are we gonna sign Bradley Chubb? Like he's like Denver's best defensive player. And like next thing I know, I'm like, am I reading this right? So I'm like, crazy.
So you crowdsourced it, and then what was the response to your tweet? What was the response?
I was fired up, man. I was fired up in my house. My mom was like, what's going on? I'm like, bro, we just signed Bradley Chubb. She was like, I don't know who that is, but he got to be good. He got you fired up. I'm like, yeah, he like that.
He is like that. He is. So what does that mean in the locker room? What do you think? When he walks in?
Well, for the locker room, man, I feel like he's going to bring like another edge, like another, side to that defense, man, that they already got. Fierce, always running to the ball, just that mentality of the game, man. Like we already got some special playmakers over there, like I can name them all. Like I literally can name all 11 of the guys because all 11 of those guys are special on that side of the ball, man. And just with the coach, the way that he schemes it up, Josh, he does a great job, bringing, different personnels, putting, his best players in certain situations to make plays, man. So looking forward, man, to that defense, man, making a lot of plays. And also looking forward to Bradley Chubb throwing up that peace sign on the touchdown.
I bet. Tyreek Hill here on the Rich Eisen Show. In the few minutes I have left, let's talk a little bit about your family foundation, the Tyreek Hill Family Foundation. You've got an upcoming event there in Miami on November 11th. What's this about?
Well, really for me, man, it's really about, just giving them back to the community and also, man, just trying to raise awareness, man, for like mental health. Like, I know a lot of people, go through mental health. Like I said, like those days I be, not wanting to like practice or like I'm physically going through something, man. But really, like I'm scared to like talk about it. So really for me, man, just bringing awareness to mental health. Trying to raise as many funds as we can. Trying to bring people together for a good cause. For some laughs. For some good pictures, and do something great for the community of Miami, man.
You talking about gray days? You wake up, you got gray days? That's what Jay Glazer talks about sometimes, that he wakes up and he's just feeling gray. Is that what you're talking about? Mental health?
Yeah, I'll be feeling great sometimes, man. You feel me?
I do. So how can people get involved? Can they just go how can people find out more about this? So if people want to get involved, if people want to donate money, to the Tyreek Hill Family Foundation, that's all you got to do. Go to the website, TyreekHillFamily.Foundation.org, or you can go to all of my socials. All of my socials are at Cheetah, the fastest land animal in the world, and just literally just click the link in my bio. And, it's simple, man. You can, we're taking all donations from 1 penny to $100,000. So you can donate anything you want to, man. Just make sure it's from your heart, man, because, we got to do this together. If we want to change the world, we got to do it together, not one man. Absolutely. TyreekHillFamilyFoundation.org for more on that. And you know what I'd love, if you don't mind, I'll reach out to you in the coming weeks. If you could be part of my run. I've tweeted at you every now and then at Cheetah, about somehow, some way, you and I lining up together for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And, maybe you give me, a 20-yard head start, something like that on the 40? And
you know what?
What do you think?
You know what? That would be awesome, man. But you know what else would be awesome? What? If you donate, you know what I'm saying, and you show some love to my mental health program that I got going on. I would love to come out and give you a 30-yard head start. 30. A 30-yard head start. Oh, my gosh. The disrespect is real.
It sure is. It sure is. Okay, 30-yard head start. Well, definitely look for a donation from me to your family foundation. That is no question about that. And then 30-yard head start. I would love that. I think people would dig seeing that, and we could raise a lot of money for kids doing that, too. So look for my information on that, Tyreek Hill, because I will accept that challenge. The leopard says I accept.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
So basically, should I say when I look at your note to me, when you say I will give you a 30-yard head start, I should say, am I reading this right? Should I do that?
Yeah, that is exactly what you should be saying.
Okay.
Am I hearing that right?
Can you give me a read of your tweet? I'm just wondering what it sounded like.
Am I reading this right?
That's exactly how we thought it would sound, Tyreek Hill.
Face all puzzled, everything. Just like
it does. Thank you for calling in. Again, the Tyreek Hill Family Foundation has an upcoming event coming up in Miami on November 11th. Really enjoy watching you ball out with Mike McDaniel, who has been on this show, and tell Tua some more salt in his diet. Okay, that's what I want, more salty Tua. Will you tell him that for me, please?
I will tell Tua that. I will even tell Tua's girl to piss in his cereal to get him hot. I will tell him that.
Do it, please. And you're not seeing it right now, but me saying goodbye, I'm throwing up the deuces to you. Okay, we're all throwing up deuces. Saying goodbye.
Yes, sir. Spread that awareness, man. Peace.
There it is right there. Tyreek Hill, everyone. At Cheetah, the fastest land animal on the earth and in the NFL, right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.